Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Zebu Nation. We are back again, of course, with FC Cincinnati. We're in the midst of the second quarter of the 2021 MLS regular season. And hopefully you saw our first quarter review. We went over all the stats, all the games, all that stuff. That was good times. And then hopefully you also saw our North American Champions League, where we made it all the way to the finals again, finished runner-up again for the second year in a row. You know, last year it was a bit of a surprise that we got that far. I don't think anybody figured that we would. This year, though, the expectations were to get there, and our own expectations were to win it, so we fell a little short again. But I do want to point out that we didn't lose a single game in this whole tournament. We killed everybody until we got to Tigres. We had 2 draws and ended up losing. I think we drew once against Orlando City. But anyway, no losses the whole tournament. And we still lose the tournament. That's frustrating. It's one of the frustrating things about soccer in general, how they do their playoffs with this home and home business, this first leg, second leg. It can lead to situations like this, where you don't lose a single game, but still don't win the championship. Now, you could say, well, you just got to win. You know, winners win, right? But I don't know. And that brings me to something I saw mentioned in the SI forums on Football Manager website. I've been going around there, reported some bugs and things like that I've been finding in MLS. And I noticed a response on there where they said in the latest update, they have included the new MLS playoff format for 2019 and beyond. But it's only for new saves. So that has me thinking, should we start a new save? I don't know. You know, with all the new players and everything like that, it's a possibility. You know, the losing the Champions League really did put a downer, just for me personally, on this save. But, you know, I still want to keep going. So I'm torn. I'm torn between new save and keeping this save going. So I don't know. We'll figure that out. But speaking of this save, as I mentioned, we're in the middle of the second quarter, 13 games down. We're in third place in the Eastern Conference. We got 6 wins, 5 draws, 2 losses, plus 7 goal differential, total of 23 points. We're 3 points behind NYCFC for second place, but they're 2 games up. We're 4 points behind Atlanta, and we're even in games. So Atlanta is really the team we got to watch out for. Same number of games, but they're up 4 points. So we're going to have to really work to catch up to Atlanta. The only team above them in the whole league is LAFC. Again, they've got a strong team. Seattle, Houston, you know, a lot of teams you'd expect to see up there. Real Salt Lake and Minnesota are also ahead of us. So that's a lot of Western Conference teams. Again, Western Conference is very strong this year. So we've got a lot of catching up to do. Schedule has been unkind per usual. You know, playing in the Champions League, injuries, international duty. All that stuff has kind of led to sort of a poor streak right now. If you look at just MLS games, our last win before Orlando City down here, we went a whole month without a win. Draw against Atlanta, draw against New York, loss to DC United, draw Chicago. And then we finally beat Orlando City, but then we came back after Orlando City and had a 2-2 draw against Colorado. This was a game where we had, some difficulties. We got some goals early, but then we had Luis Felipe sent off, so we played with 10 men. But then we were still able to get to get the tying goal afterwards. We'll watch these goals. They were kind of entertaining. You know, we had the first minute goal, which is something you rarely see. But here it is. De Vries back in the lineup. That's always a good sign. Down to Nuhu. So this is off the opening kickoff, and Przbilko sort of double header into the back of the post, or back of the net. Then 9 minutes in, they get the equalizer here. It's Kellen Acosta with the shot. Just, I don't know what our goalkeeper was thinking there. Then they get a penalty kick. You can see he's already celebrating before he kicks it. This is just a perfect kick. And here we are, 51 minutes. This is when we went down to 10 men. And there's Sonora from De Vries, the tag team, back again. So it is good. We are getting some of our players back, but we're still, we're still teetering on the edge right now of coming back into form. So hopefully we can do that. We've got a 2-game stretch down in Texas. We're going to play FC Dallas and then Houston. And then if you look at the rest of our schedule, we've got a heck of a West Coast swing going on. LA, Seattle, RSL, San Jose, LAFC, and then Vancouver. So we got a whole month of Western Conference games coming up. It's a very strangely packed schedule. And you think that'd be good for travel-wise, but, several of those are home games. So it's just, I don't know, an interesting mix of, we're going to be playing the tougher conference for the next month. So that could affect our standing in the Eastern Conference, playing all these strong Western Conference teams. Like I said, Houston, LA, Seattle, RSL are all up there near the top of the league, LAFC. So we'll see how this goes. Today, we're going to be playing a doubleheader, FC Dallas and Houston. So let's get to our match preview here. It's an evens game. We are at Toyota Stadium in Frisco, Texas. A paltry 9,900 tickets sold. FC Dallas, it's just hard to draw fans down there. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't work. Maybe they need a new stadium. Maybe they need, a big star to come in and bring the fans in. Maybe they need some more teams or more players from the Mexican League, something like that. I don't know. They need something to spice things up down in FC Dallas land. But anyway, we're going to be playing them without Luis Felipe. He is suspended. Without Richie Salvador, he's away on international duty. They've got a couple of ineligible players. I'm not sure what that's all about. And then they've got 3 more players out injured. Reynolds, Perea, and Carter. I don't know how important those guys are to FC Dallas, but we'll see. Their biggest strength is anticipation. Their biggest weakness is goals against, so that's not very good for them, considering we are a high-scoring team. We like to attack, so hopefully we'll get the win here. Got good old Fotis Bazakas as our referee. Average of 1 yellow card per game, so that bodes well for us. Let's get to our team selection. Got a strange bench going on here. We got Jake Wadey on the bench. Patrick Young's the rookie. Kiri Shelton, Arce Jr., Glad, and Clute, as well as Hudson on the bench. So, bit of a shuffling in the bench, mainly because we got some injuries and some suspensions. As I mentioned, Philippe suspended. Let's see. De Vries, he's not necessarily injured, but he's recovering very slowly. And Acosta the same way. Acosta is unfit. Take a look at the medical centers and see if they have anything actually wrong with them. Acosta's coming back from a bruised ankle. I think that's his problem. But as I'm drawing a blank. I'm trying to hide it, but I'm drawing a blank. De Vries. As for De Vries, he's just recovering slowly from the last game. I don't know what it is. I want to take it easy with him. I don't, he did come back from that long injury. So we just want to ease him back into the team, and he's not going to be playing today, not even on the bench. We're just going to let him rest. So here is our lineup. Zach Steffen in goal. Nuhu, Wilson, Richards has been wanting more playing time, so we're going to give him more playing time. 21-year-old. Aguirre is going to join him at right back. Lashe in defensive midfielder. Akechi. Przbilko back on the left wing. Our highest rated player on the season. 7.53 rating. 11 goals. I mean, most of those goals came in Champions League, but still. 11 goals in 11 starts is pretty good. Sonora on the right is our leading assist man with 6. Also 7.32 rating is nothing to sneeze at. And then Adi up top, 6 goals on the season, 7.18 rating. Not bad. Meanwhile, Dallas, they've got an interesting lineup here. They're going with the 5-3-2, I guess, with the attacking wingbacks. Guillermo Serra in goal. 12 appearances, 14 concessions. That's not, not too bad. Cabezas, Kofi Opara in defense. K. Creel looks like some sort of rookie. 23-year-old poacher? Poacher/central defender. What is happening here? What is up with FC Dallas? Why would you play 3 men at the back when your third man is a converted striker? FC Dallas has issues, I think. We should look at their roster real quick. If we can do that. Can we do that? We can't do that. Creel. FC Dallas. We need to see this. Registration. Okay, so they have 26 players. They've got a left back out. They've got a central defender out. Another central defender out. Another left back out. Injury. So the injury bug has really hit them. Hit them hard. They got issues. They've got room under the salary cap. They could bring somebody in if they wanted to, but I guess they've decided to just convert one of their strikers to, Good thing we looked at that guy, because that is crazy talk. All right. So then they have Marquinhos at left wing back. Grueza at right wing back. Gruezo. I was going to say, I thought he was a central midfielder, but I guess he can play wing back. FC Dallas just has issues. I don't know if their new coach is, trying weird stuff. They've got Delgado. Oh, this is the wrong Delgado. This is Marky Delgado. I was going to say they could play him at central defense, but no. So they got issues. They still got Maxi Rudy up top. And Aranguiz. Anyway, not playing too well. 1 goal in 14 appearances, 6.62 rating. So I think FC Dallas has issues. We should win this game. Hand it over to the assistant. Give the pep talk. We're going to have to cover these wingbacks for sure. Just, they seem to be the focus of the team. And then we'll cover the central midfielders as well. We'll press them anyway. Mascara is their leading assist man, so I guess, we'll just do that. Fine, let's go. All right, your decision to drop Acosta has been a bit of a stir. He is injured. Get out of my face. All right, here we go. The midday Texas sun beating down. Looks like fine day for the football. So we gotta work on old Crusher Creel here. His marking is probably 4, and his tackling is 4. So we should be able to get around him. No problem. So he is going to be, he's on their left-hand side. So we should be able to focus on our right. I think we can get some goals if we put some pressure on him. Let's see. Should we do our team instructions? Okay, what is this? This is no good. Counter, counter. Distribute to flanks. In possession, we should be able to say, like, focus play down the right. Yeah. Okay. See what that does. Here we go. Nope, this is highlight for FC Dallas. They are in the Reds. Home Reds. We're in the away Blues. Ooh, almost a foul by Aguirre, but he managed not to. Pedroso, Delgado. Marlon not covering him up. Maxarudi gets the steal. Nope, gets it back to Gruezo out wide. Oh, Stefan with a save. Nice dive, my man. Nice dive. Is the highlight going to continue? It seems that way. He's going to boot it long. Gets it to Przbilko. Wide target, man. Terrible pass. Intercepted by Delgado. Here is FC Dallas on the counterattack. Gruezo, plenty of room. Gets it forward. Aranguiz. I really don't want to say that name ever again. So if he could never score again, that would be awesome. That was just poor defense. I mean, we left Gruezo just wide. And then when we came up to challenge him, it was too late. It's great timing on the pass. Just poor defense. I mean, maybe it's my fault for rotating the defense, for caving in to the players who, wanted playing time. Here we go. Adi to Crispum. Crispum through the defense. Ooh. He didn't really put a lot onto that shot. But, man, he just went right through their defense. That's what I was hoping to see. Exploit that weakness. Crispum heads the ball back to Nuhu. Ketchi. Ketchi sends it in. Lashy keeps it. Recovers to Akechi. Drops it back to Wilson at midfield, and we're going to reset the attack. Let's go. I mean, we're supposed to be angling down the right side, so let's do it. Here we go. Here's Aguirre. Plenty of space. He sends one forward. Adi with the header. That's what we're looking for right there. Nice early cross into Adi. So look at all the space over here. I mean, this is just a ton of space. Aguirre looking, just sends it in, and then Adi right over the defense. Textbook play right there when you got a big target man. Send it high. Oh, Maxarudi injured. Only 27 minutes down. Seems like we've been playing forever. Here's Pedroso. Aguirre heads it out. Makes its way back to Pedroso. He loses it. Counterattack. Here comes Crispum. Crispum charging down the near sideline. Plenty of room. He's outpacing everybody. He sends it wide across to Przbilko. Oh, just wide. That was an excellent counterattack from Crispum. Great change of field when he sent the ball over to Przbilko, but Przbilko is still not the greatest finisher in the world. All right, 34 minutes. We got another highlight. Alashi wide open to Senora. He's got Aguirre on the overlap. Here's Aguirre. He's going to send another one in. Sarah is there. Sarah, however you want to pronounce that. He kicks it right in the face of Adi. Gruezo loses it to Nuhu. And we're going to start another attack, it looks like. Ketchi Przbilko centers it to Adi. He's triple covered, but gets it back out to Przbilko. Again, we're Not sending it. Oh, my God. Goal of the year. Goal of the year. I mean, I thought that was a cross. Honestly, I thought he was sending it to the other side to Sonora. But no, he just loops it over the goalkeeper and in. Just, look at that. Just loops it and then, top corner. I think that's the first one of those I've seen in a long time, where just a long looping shot goes in. It used to happen all the time in like FM16, but man, if that, I'm calling it right now, that's goal of the year. If it's not goal of the year, then something's wrong, because it's really far out. It's from a really weird angle, and it puts us up 2-1, so it's outstanding. Ketchy's a little tired at halftime, but he'll recover some. So it's a fairly even half. I mean, FC Dallas is controlling possession at 59%, but we've got 8 shots, 3 on target. They've got 7 shots, 4 on target. Maybe we should, try to retain some more possession. But FC Dallas is trying to retain possession. I can't quite tell if they're pressing or not, but we'll keep it as it is for now. That's one of the problems with not playing on extended highlights, is that you can't really see what the other team is doing. I mean, was that pressure, or was that just a terrible turnover? It seemed to me like it was just a bad turnover. So it's hard to tell if the other team is pressing or not. Gruezo's injured. Paxton Pomical, the youngster, comes in at midfield for FC Dallas. What is he now? He's probably like 20 years old by now in this game. Rudy, injured and all, wins the header to Delgado. Centers to Marlon. Out wide to Pedroso. Oh, I thought Stefan made the stop. Max Rudy goes up and wins it. Ties the game for FC Dallas. Now, these days in the real world, he's playing for Montreal and making a nice impact up there for Montreal. I mean, not to use a pun, but is that a pun? That's not a pun. That's, anyway. He's making an impact for the Impact. You know what I'm saying. Just like he did right there. So, game tied, 2-2. Not real happy about that. We're going back to our ways of giving up a lot of goals. It's 2 games in a row now. We've given up 2 goals. I don't know if I like it. Is it our defense's fault? I mean, Nuhu's on a 6.3 rating. We got issues going on here. I'm bringing Klute for Nuhu. I mean, Aguirre's playing great. 7.1 rating and an assist. Akechi's not playing well. Crispum's not playing well. I'm going to move Alashe up to central midfielder. Bring in the Arseman, defensive midfielder. That's it. I don't know if Akechi's getting worn out. He played a lot of Champions League for us, so maybe he needs a break. Maybe he needs a rest. But we're going to take him out of there anyway. Get a little more simplified in the midfield. And, see if that makes a difference. Probably not. Sonora's a little tired. He's got a 6.8 rating. That's okay. Maybe we should shout something and say, let's demand more. Come on, you chuckleheads. We're supposed to be winning this game. We let in 2 goals. They've got all the possession. What's happening? Come on. 83 minutes. See, I don't know if we're being forced to rotate too much this season or what. Here's Klute. to Alashi. Alashi sends it in. Oh, there's an own goal. No, they're giving it to Alashi. The worst goal of the season. We saw the best goal and the worst goal. I mean, this was obviously... He was trying to get this to Adi. And the defender slid it into his own goal. I mean, that should be an own goal, if anything. But, hey, we'll take it. Now here's Sonora. 5 minutes of extra time coming up. Wilson on the back post. And suddenly, it's 4-2. What am I worried about? I don't know. Here I am, 1 minute, contemplating whether, we're doing things wrong. And the next minute, we're up 2-0. Wilson. And that was a great cross from Senora, a great corner. Perfect to the back post. Aguirre and Sonora. We can't do much about Aguirre. There's 2 minutes left in the game. I don't think... we can bring in Kiri Shelton for Sonora just for fun. Last minute extra time substitution, is that really... That's probably like something you're not supposed to do, but anyway, why risk Sonora at that point? So there we go, 4-2 over FC Dallas. It took us a while to extend our dominance over FC Dallas, but there we go. 18 shots to 10, still only 46% possession. We had 9 shots on target, so we really kicked it into gear there at the end of the game. I don't know what happened. I mean, we did change the midfield around, so maybe that's what did it. I don't know, but, maybe it was our talk to demand more. Maybe that's what did it. Maybe inspired the boys. I think we should let them know we appreciate their efforts. Good win. Well done. I was going to say nice comeback, but I don't think we were ever down in that game, so we'll see. We'll see if afterwards, if they say, oh, it was the halftime speech that did it. Let's see. Cincinnati fans have forgiven for thinking that it may have been that, but Danny Wilson. No, I don't see. Yeah, we haven't had the press conference yet, so we'll send our assistant to that. All right, so we got a little bit of a pause here, then we'll come back for Houston and see what Houston's all about. Maybe we should check out Houston before the game this time to see if they've got any weird idiosyncrasies like FC Dallas had. Anyway, pause. Okay, we're back. Rested and ready for our game versus Houston. However, wouldn't be a week in MLS without some stuff going on. Start with injuries here. Jake Wadey, reserve left winger, is out. The left wing just keeps getting battered this year. Just non-stop injuries and stuff like that. We've also had another international call-up. It's getting that time of year again. So we got several players going out on international duty. Richie Salvador is already out. He's with the USA under-20s playing in the under-20 World Cup. We got Zach Steffen is going out. Glad, St. Duke, and Przbilko are all going to be going out on duty pretty soon. So, it's going to be more rotations coming up. So, here we are. Today's game. Forget about that. The only guy we're missing is Richie Salvador. So we got pretty much a full team. Jake Wadey's out, of course, but he's a reserve. Let's see. Cameron Harvey's away on international duty. Saeed. Zainal Kiri. Sure. He's away on international duty with Iran. And Darwin Seren is suspended. We got some guys back from suspensions, but it's pretty much going to be the same lineup. Kicking off at FC Cincinnati Stadium, 22,000 tickets sold out of 25,000. It's pretty good. Not a sellout, but pretty good. Jair Marufo I guess, is the referee. Average of 1.9 cards per match, so he's a little on the high side, but not terrible. Let's take a look at Houston Dynamo. Take a look at their registration. They got 25 players, a little over the cap. So, they don't really have a lot of room to maneuver. They might have to let somebody go pretty soon. Like when roster cut down day comes up, they're either going to have to let somebody go or spend some money to buy down some contracts. 3 designated players all seem to be healthy. Elise, Vladimir, their goalkeeper, and Martinez still hanging around there. He is wanted and listed for $4.8 million, so that's not great for them to be listing one of their designated players, who's only 26 years old, only making $567,000. So this guy is a bargain. It's pretty good. We could maybe. No, we can't pick him up. We don't have the designated player slot available for him. But, he is a good value for somebody. Anyway, their roster seems to be in shape. They don't seem to have any of the issues that FC Dallas had. I don't see a lot of injuries or anything like that. So, we should be fine for Houston Dynamo. All right. We've had to change our lineup a little bit. Got Hembut is back in the reserve. St. Duke, Kerry Shelton, Ars Jr., Glad, Clute, and Hudson on the bench. So a little bit of a shakeup in our bench because of Wade's injury and such and things. Starting lineup, pretty much the same starting lineup, if not exactly the same starting lineup. Stefan, Nuhu, Wilson, Richards, Aguirre, Alashi, Akechi, Przbilko, Crispum, Sonora, and Adi. Meanwhile, looks like Houston is also going with a 4-2-3-1. Lundqvist, left back, their leading assist man. 3 assists. Not terribly impressive. Donovan, Dalmia, Villafana, so pretty decent defense. There's Vladimir in goal. Yule, Mueller, Plata, Al-Badawi, also with 3 assists. Yep, also with 3 assists. Plata also with 3 assists. Elise and Manotas up top. So they got a very impressive attack. We'll see how their defense is coming up. So let's hand the pep talk over to the assistant. Opposition instructions. Okay, we got Villafana covered. We got Lundqvist covered for the most part. Yeah, I think we're okay here. We'll just press Al-Badawi, and we'll be okay. So let's go. Kickoff. Let's see if we can do a clean sweep of this Texas two-step here. And we got a lot of tough games coming up in the Western Conference. So, to get a good start like this will be ideal. We definitely need it. Don't want to fall behind in the Eastern Conference. Here we go. First highlight. Nuhu. Throw it in. Przbilko heads it on. Mueller, though, gets it to Al-Badawi. And looks like Houston's going to start a counterattack with Manotas. Al-Badawi. Head down, rushing towards the corner. Crosses it. Stefan is there, though. It was a bit of a wishful crossing. He just sort of chucked it in front of goal. Stefan, though, gets it straight to Przbilko. Out wide to Sonora. He tries to cross it. Gets to Akechi. Forward, Przbilko off the post. Crispum appears to pounce on it. No offside signaled. So there we go. The attacking center mid gets the goal. Przbilko off the post, and Crispum just Johnny on the spot. They didn't even replay for offside, so no problem. Here's Akechi now. Sends one back post for Sonora, heads it over. We're starting to get some pretty good highlights here with only 8 minutes down, putting the pressure on Houston. This is how I was hoping we'd be playing. You know, we just haven't been able to have a good starting lineup in for very many games in a row. And hopefully now we can settle down and make a run. Plata sends one again straight to Stefan. Is he going to start a counterattack with the big boot downfield? He is. And he can't find the target man this time. And Houston's going to reset their offense. That was not a great goal kick. Not very happy about that. Talmia, Donovan getting some pressure there. Adi looks like he's getting ready to swoop in there. Come on, buddy. You can do it. No. She's putting him on pressing forward. But he does cause a turnover. Crispum. He's going to take it himself. Sends it forward to Przybylko. Oh, he almost got a deflected goal right there. He tried to cross it back to Adi, and the defender nearly knocked it in. Anyway, here's a catchy on the corner. Sends it short to Przybylko, and he loses it. Okay, not the greatest effort there. Short post by Przybylko. It looked like we had something planned, you know, some kind of training ground play, but he didn't really follow through. He just sort of let the ball, he got stuck under his feet, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he's thinking about his international call-up with Poland. Al-Badawi fights with Aguirre, but Aguirre wins it to Sonora. Adi sends it across the field to Przybylko. He's got Nuhu on the overlap, gets it to him. Great pass. Nuhu crosses it. Adi header off the post. That was an excellent play, though. Nice combination down the left wing. Przybylko and Nuhu. You know, that's kind of what you want out of a wide target man, right? You want him to get the ball and distribute in some form or another. We do have him on attack, but still, it's part of the target man's identity to sort of get the ball and then make some plays and not just be a goal scorer. So Houston's looking anxious and frustrated. Meanwhile, we are composed. Sonora's motivated. Crispum is calm. So no real need for any shouts going into halftime. I think we can just kind of play it straight. So this time I think we will try something. We'll try some tactics, right? So we're going to go down from attacking to positive. In possession. We're going to stop that. Going to, slow it down. Going to try to, just hold the ball, get some possession, and hang on to our lead a little bit so we don't end up losing, 3-2. I mean, last game we ended up winning 4-2, but we still gave up those 2 goals and allowed the other team some hope of getting back in the game. And so hopefully maybe we can just sort of shut that down against Houston. Keep the possession and just knock it around a bit. We do have 12 shots on goal. Here's a catchy with a corner. Sends it Richard short post wide, but he got there. 99. Turned 21 years old this year, so he wants more playing time. So we're giving it to him. See how good he can be in the regular lineup. All right, here we go. Sonora got plenty of space. Centers to Crispum. They collapse on him, but he gets it to Przybylko. His header can't get to Adi, but we retain possession at midfield. Going to restart the attack. Playing it slow. Lashy to Crispum, turns. Had some space, but didn't run into it. Catchy Przybylko with the shot. The long shot, upper corner. Not nearly as impressive as his goal last game. But still, putting that target man in attack, wide target man in attack, has garnered some opportunities here. He just gets it, turns, fires. It might have taken a little bit of a deflection off the defender there. Up into the upper corner, but still, that gives us 2-0. Przybylko gets himself a yellow card as well. All right, so I think at the 60-minute mark, we're going to take some of these guys out. I think we're going to take both Przybylko and Adi out because they've both got international duty coming up, and I don't want them worn out. So we're going to bring in St. Duke and Hembut. Got to change these roles around. We'll make St. Duke inside forward, and we'll make Hembut pressing forward, just to add a little spice to the attack. Do something we've never done before. That's always great to do in a game. In a live game. Do stuff you've never practiced. Probably get Nuhu out of there as well, but I don't know. He's playing too well. He's not tired. I think we could leave him in there. I mean, we could get a Catchy out. But we've already done 2 subs. I think there's no real need to press the 3rd sub. Take a drink of water here. There we go. All right, looks like they've changed their approach to go more attacking. That's fine. They're going to have to score 2 goals pretty quickly here in 10 minutes. But we get a highlight here. Nuhu throw into Crispum. Centers to Hembut, who heads it back to Alashe, who fires it wide. That's fine. As long as we keep getting the highlights, it's no problem. 5 minutes to go. Ratings are all pretty good. Our 2 substitutes are our lowest rated players right now. Defense is playing well. That's what I was hoping for. Here we go. 4 minutes of extra time. Houston with a throw in. Pena centers. Richards, though, clears it. Couldn't get it past Lundqvist. Sends it in. Wilson heads it out. Crispum is going to start the counterattack here. Gets it up to Hembut. Hembut trying to secure himself some playing time, either here or someplace else. Good centering pass to Akechi, but Vladimir makes the stop. I think Akechi could have turned and centered that, and we'd have had a sure goal. But he tried to, he got the goal-scoring bug last year. He's trying to score goals again this year. Akechi gets murdered right at the whistle. There we go. Nice, clinical 2-0 victory. Goals in the 7th and 49th minute. So second half of just controlling the ball seemed to work. It didn't give Houston the opportunities that maybe we gave to FC Dallas. So there we go. Hand over to the assistant. Didn't see who was player of the match. Przybylko? Yep, Przybylko, player of the match. 8.3 rating and a goal. That's fine. That's fine. So there we go. We got the U.S. Cup coming up next. Take a look at the competitions here. So that brought us up to second place. Tied for second place in the Eastern Conference. Tied with DC United and NYCFC. So the Eastern Conference is starting to clump up. Atlanta United is still 4 points ahead, so they're still playing strong. Seattle tied with them for the Supporters Shield at 33 points. LAFC. So, the Eastern Conference has jumped up. Look at this. Cincinnati, DC United, NYC in 4th, 5th, and 6th place. Houston dropped to 9th place with that loss. So maybe the Eastern Conference isn't quite as inferior as the first quarter standings had led us to believe. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. Should we come back for U.S. Cup or just continue with MLS? Probably just continue with MLS. We'll wait till later rounds for U.S. Cup to to start showing that. I don't think it's that special that we have to show it. We've already shown it pretty much in its entirety the previous 2 seasons, so I think everybody knows what that's all about. The one other thing that I wanted to mention, late game highlight here, if you're still with us, SI, they also answered one of my questions. Well, not answered a question, but answered a bug report in their forums. And it has to do with the U.S. Cup and qualifying for Champions League. How I noted that only Eastern Conference teams were making it into the Champions League. They agreed there's some issue with the database. And so they've got their programmers looking into it to see if they can figure out how to get Western Conference teams into the Champions League. So there you go. On the spot bug report updating. They're going to try, see what they can do. I don't know when it's going to be updated or if, but I mean it's a pretty minor bug, but still SI is aware of it, and they have agreed with me that it's a problem. So there we go. Contributing to the community left and right. Anyway, that's going to end it for now. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.